everyone, this is Miss Singh from YOBS, Youth Jobs Generation Z. And today I want to talk about work permits. What is a work permit? I first want to just share that I live in the state of California and I teach in California. So what I'm saying applies to young people, teens living in California. There are different rules for different states, and I'll try to cover more of that in other videos. But for now, we're going to talk about California and what the rules are for teens to work in California. So what is a work permit? Anyone who is a minor in the state of California, meaning under the age of 18, so between the ages of 14 and 18, needs a work permit in order to legally work a job. And what a work permit is it's an agreement basically between you, your employer, in other words, the person who hired you or the business that hired you, and your school and or school district to understand what you're allowed to do at work. Like, what are you legally allowed to do in terms of tasks and elements of your job at work, and how many hours you're allowed to work per week. And the reason there are rules for this is because of child labor laws, so that young people in the past in this country, there were unfortunately, in history, there were times when kids were working when they shouldn't have been working and they should have been going to school. And young people were exploited in the workplace, and workplace conditions were very poor and horrible. So long story short, over the last 100 years, all of these laws have been enacted to protect young people at work and to make sure that in addition to working and getting that meaningful experience, you also have a chance to go to school and get your education, which is a top priority. So work permits protect you. And they're really important. So don't think of them as something annoying that you have to do or get. They're there to protect you and your rights, and also make sure that what you're doing at work is suitable for your age. And there are different rules according to what age you are. So if you're 14, for example, you're allowed to do less. You're not allowed to stand in front of like an open flame or a stove. Whereas if you're 17, you have more, there are more, things that you can do at work, like you can cook and do things like that. So again, a lot of details I will get into in other videos, but I wanted to just explain what the purpose of the work permit is and basically what it is. So real quick, let's say you want to get a job and you need a permit. I would go to your school and ask, I need a work permit because I'm interviewing for this job. Or if you are unable to get that document or the form to fill out to get the work permit ahead of time, you could tell whoever's interviewing you that you are aware that you need a work permit to work, and that your school is willing to sign off on a permit for you, and that you will be able to give them the permit to also sign. Know that if you're a minor, your parent or guardian has to sign the work permit also. So you can't sign it, and obviously if you're 18, you don't need the permit to begin with. So I hope this makes sense. Please leave questions in the comment section, and I will cover this again, other details about it based on what your questions are and other things that I think about that you need to know as a teen who is excited to go to work, that you just have to take care of some housekeeping rules to get to work.